about a bunch of folks on a boat out for a sail. They got a little fishing boat and they went out for a 3-hour tour. I don't know if y'all heard this story before. Anyway, one of them fell over and started to drown because he didn't know how to swim. And the first man that saw him drowning said, well, he was kind of an idealist. So he yelled to the fellow that was drowning. He says, now watch me and just do what I do, and you'll be okay. And he's up there on the front of the boat doing this, and the guy's, drowning in the water. Second guy came out. Now, he was a Christian. He looked over and saw the guy drowning. He says, well, listen here. I'm going to call a committee, and we're going to get together and vote on how to save you and just dialogue about it. What's the best way? And then if we can form a finance committee to fund that project, we'll get back here and try and take care of you. Well, the third one was an existentialist. He looked over and said, think dry. Just think dry. Crying out loud. What a bunch of lunatics. Now he's going down for the second time. His hands are flailing. His head's going up. And the last guy that came out was the next to the last guy came out, he was an evangelist. And he said, testify to Jesus. If you believe, raise your hand. I see that hand right there. Now is there another? He's going down for the third time. Finally, this young guy, that young crazy boy named Gilligan comes out. And he sees him. He dives over, grabs the guy, pulls him back to the boat, and saves his life. Now, that's a true story.
Yeah.
Which one did his job?
They all did.
Which one was representative of God's saving grace? Gilligan. You know, sometimes the age-old, I got to look at the book fairies for this, the age-old cliche, don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes there sits within our presence magnificence, and we don't even know it. Sometimes there sits in our presence courage that we have yet to see, but it's there. Sometimes we have brilliance, magnificence. Sometimes unwavering sacrifice. Like that boy that jumped in the Delaware River there and was pulling all those people out after the plane crashed. And they finally sent a hook for him, but by that time, he had gone down, having saved like 70 people himself. Wow. He was a CPA, not an air sea rescue guy. But he saw people in the water, he jumped in, started pulling as many back as he could. A man had 2 sons. And Dad came and said to his first son, I need you to go and work in the vineyard today. It's important. We got to get this work done. And the son said, sure, Dad, not a problem. You know me. You trust me. I'm your best son. And he went off and got busy doing something else, obviously, because he never made it to the vineyard. Now he came to the second son and said, I need you to go help your brother out in the vineyard. Got a lot of work to do. Got to get it done today. And that child was perfectly honest with Dad. Forget about it. Must have been from Jersey. Forget about it. I ain't going to no vineyard. But then later he felt bad about it. He made another decision. And he went out to the vineyard and worked all day. And Jesus poses a question. Truly I say to you, which one of these were more representative of God's saving grace, of doing the will of the Father? Well, even the people could say, well, the kid that went. The kid that jumped overboard and saved the life. No diplomas, no authority, no fanfare. He just saw, responded, accomplished. And Jesus looked at the people. Now remember, he's speaking to the priests and the professional religionists. Those guys that have been in religion their whole life. Jesus looked them right in the eyeball and said, truly, truly. When he says two trulies, he's kind of like grabbing your collar and meaning it. Truly, truly, I tell you that young boys like Gilligan, tax collectors and harlots will enter the kingdom of God before you. These are the people that'll tell Dad, no, I don't want to work in your stupid vineyard. But they go anyway. They accomplish anyway. They love anyway. Wow. You mean there's people that are more holy than me? Well, an avocado is more holy than me. That's why I don't like them. Yeah, there's a lot of saints out there. A lot of powerful men and women with that ability to save, to redeem, to sacrifice, to accomplish. And we're not even aware of them. But they're there. And I hope we are one of those. He is making this as easy as possible, aren't you? We're going to look at this parable, but we're not going to look so much as what's being said as what's being done. We're going to look into the character of those two men and see if we can't find or glean some truth there. First, I want you to stand up. The next hymn is incorrect in the bulletin. Benny missed the number there. It's actually 151, I, the Lord of sea and sky. Number